KPRC2 News team was first on air with that breaking news and first on scene to show you the wreckage. And tonight, we continue to look into the history of the plane as we learn more about the people who survived.
Investigators believe they were headed to Boston to watch the Astros in tonight's Game 4 of the ALCS. But the private flight crashed at Houston Executive Airport in Brookshire before it even got off the ground. Right now, we know the 21 people who were on board are all alive. Incredibly, only 2 people were hurt and their injuries are minor. Passenger Ken Melber is listed in good condition and we're told his wife is also doing fine. The FAA is on the scene now to begin their investigation.
Tonight we have new insight on what happened from a pilot and flight instructor. We're also hearing from a witness who saw everything unfold. Our Michael Leparty is live at Houston Executive Airport with a closer look tonight. Michael?
Chris and Dominique, we spoke with that witness who was a pilot. He says he was here earlier and saw an explosion and said it looked like it was something out of a movie. We also spoke with a second pilot tonight as investigators try to get to the bottom of what happened. Tonight, there are still plenty of questions about why this plane heading to Boston ended up in flames just outside of Houston Executive Airport.
To get everybody out and also relatively uninjured in that scenario is amazing.
Josh Verdi is a flight instructor and former commercial pilot. We asked him what role the crew's training may have played in saving lives.
Knowing how to react to an emergency, knowing how to, in the event of fire, for example, choosing an exit to use so that the door isn't opened into a fire is huge. There's extensive training on that. So I think definitely the training played a role.
Investigators say the plane rolled through a fence and caught fire in a field while attempting to take off this morning. Pilot Elliot Childs told us over the phone that he was on the taxiway at the time.
We saw the explosion, and then when we saw all the smoke, we figured like everybody, no one made it because it was that bad.
Turns out everyone who was on board survived, including 18 passengers and 3 crew members. The airport's executive director says he saw a fireball and raced towards the wreckage.
The only thing I can really say about the pilots and the professionalism is everybody got out. And that shows a lot.
Verdi says investigators will want to interview those crew members as well as passengers and witnesses.
There's a ton of information here available for investigators to kind of figure out a root cause and determine why this happened.
The airport's executive director told us that he was relieved to see the passengers when he showed up at the scene. He also said that the airport was shut down for a couple of hours but has since reopened. Reporting live tonight, Michael Leparty, KPRC 2 News.
And Mike